Let's begin. The prediction, right. Corey, would you be able to take care of that? Thank you. Man, you got that. You were on that, Corey. Thank you so much. We're gonna get to 1750 by the end of this, yes. We're getting into, like, attack points of old school Yu-Gi-Oh monsters. Look, I've got the attack point score of Neo the Magic Swordsman. I'm trying to think if any of the parts to the A to Z monsters had 1700 attack points, but none of them do. Bum, ba-da-ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. I'll be 50 less the next headcanon's attack by the end of this. Get to the Castle of Dark Illusions, really weird. There were like 3 or 4 monsters that had like attack and defense values that weren't divisible by 50. How high will my attack points grow? I mean, the most attack points printed on a card is 5,000. Bingo! Misfit AF, thank you for the 45 months of tier 1 saying, hey Tom, hope everything's been well. It has been. Become the new beat stick, Tom. Is that how this is gonna work? Are we gonna round it to the nearest 50th point, and that's gonna be my attack points on my VTubers Yu-Gi-Oh card? There's a few monsters that have got 5,000 attack. Nope. Five-headed dragon is one of them. There's a fairly new Cyber Dark, Cyber End Dragon fusion that has 5,000 attack. There's quite a few of them, and they're all really usually pretty. Master Dragonite's one of them. Yep. Let me see, what else? I mean, like, yeah, the highest attack that's why I said print on the card, because the highest attack is like, what is it? Number C1000 Numeronius or something like that. The rank 13 card that can have, that has 100,000 attack points on your opponent's turn. Cyber Dark End Dragon's name, yes. There's a few more, I'm certain. Number IC1000 Numeronius Numeronia, that's right. That was made so that way, like honestly, because I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh, like Zexal or Zeal or however you want to say it, was probably like one of the most like childish. Like the Yu-Gi-Oh series that was probably targeted the most towards kids before sevens. And the idea that the boss monster is basically like, look how big my number is. It really does harken back to like beat stick Yu-Gi-Oh days. You ran Lajin, Mystical Genie of the Lamp because it had 1,800 attack points. Now it's all about the effects. I'm curious, actually. If we were to make a, oh my god. We could have... Oh no. You know the wiki that y'all came up with? To have my, to have like my characters in it? Welcome to the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Welcome to the Tom Fox Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetype that uses my, that uses my characters. Nope. Even if they don't need, like, it's possible that we can make an archetype that doesn't require them to all share a name, because recently they retrained a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards sorry, a bunch of Yugi specific cards where they don't share like like really any name with themselves, but they all share the fact that they have effects with light sarcophagus, I believe. Arcdargo, thank you for the raid. Boop. What would be your Archetypes boss monster then? I feel like, oh man, it would either be like Wizard Me, or like some sort of like enhanced version of it. I think about what is it? Alistair, is that the name of the archetype? The one that the one where like there's a bunch of fusion monsters where it's like this monster plus this monster with an attribute as their fusion material. Not Fallen of Albaz, the other one that's like that. Invoked, yeah. Alistair the Invoker. So I figured like my card would be like Alistair the Invoker, in which it would be like the startup for like the entire archetype. We out here normal summoning Alistair the Invoker. Ooh. Who are you seeing who are you going to see play baseball? Invoked Makaba. That's the light one, right? There's a bunch of them. Invoked Makaba, I think, is probably one of the most used ones. Ooh, the Devil Rays, nice. That's the Mets, baby! Listen, I'm from Connecticut, so I'm always caught in like the middle of the sports wars between the Massachusetts teams and the New York teams. We're basically like the battleground between the Patriots and the Giants. Even though the Giants aren't... Nope. Well, the Patriots haven't been that great recently either. Would your archetype have a pendulum monster? I think it would be... I like pendulums a lot, so I think it would be a lot of like pendulum stuff. Back on that grind. Hell yeah, dude. Go Mud Crabs! That joke went way too far. I mean, it wasn't a very long joke, but the fact that, I feel like it went too far the second they made a shirt out of it. What was it on, I mean, there's only so much we could do because, I mean, like, I guess we could, like, just do whatever we want because it's not a real, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetype. So yes, we can put Pokemon on our Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. What was it? What's the most expensive Yu-Gi-Oh! Card is called Tyler the Warrior, and it was from a Make-A-Wish person. It was from somebody from Make-A-Wish who wanted their wish to be able to be a Yu-Gi-Oh! Card, and it's very funny because he's a Saiyan. He's a Super Saiyan. He's charging up a Kamehameha. I'm pretty sure he's wearing the Metamor Infusion outfit as well. I was running a Buster Blader deck the last time I played. What was it? There's that that one it's not a Union monster, but it could be equipped to Buster Blader. That Dragon Sword. Let me see if I can find the art of Tyler the Warrior. Tyler the Warrior Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, he kind of... Okay, so he's shirtless, he's got no eyebrows, Super Saiyan hair, a sword, and he's charging a Kamehameha. And it looks like he's got Gradius options flying around him.
Nope.
Oh, sorry, Tyler the Great Warrior. I want to read the effect. This monster cannot be special summoned. When this card destroys a monster, it's rolled to battle and sends it to the graveyard and inflict damage to your opponent's life points equal to the attack of the destroyed monster. So it's basically like a Elemental Hero Flare Wingman as an Earth Warrior type. The ban list for Yu-Gi-Oh! Is pretty funny. Buster Whelp of the Destruction Swordmaster, I think was the card. Yeah, probably that one. The ban list for Yu-Gi-Oh! Is funny because it still has like some really old cards on it that just completely break how the game works. It's really funny when they have to ban cards because they don't like quite understand like what the effects of new cards can do with the old cards. There are over 20,000 unique Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards now. Envoy, Chaos Emperor, Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning is legal. Didn't even get a retrain either. Chaos Emperor Dragon, on the other hand, got a retrain. Because that one needed a retrain. Self-destruct button just extended tournament duels, so it wasn't that great. Victory Dragon was pointless because it was a very niche situation that it would be in. On top of that, your opponent's allowed to surrender anytime. So even if you're allowed to surrender anytime you want during a duel. So if they're about to call out the attack, you could just say you surrender instead of losing the entire match. Yu-Gi-Oh! Matches are generally played best of 3. And there's like, there's a lot of those. If this monster attacks your opponent's life points directly, you win the duel cards. But the only one that was like ever legal at all was Victory Dragon, because all the other ones have printed on it saying this is not like not for use in official matches or something like that. Monster Reborn still banned? That one is overpowered 9. It's not.
Nope.
Oh, I turned off the Wii instead of resetting it. That's a big old nope right there. I keep accumulating so many cans and bottles on my desk. You know what I probably should do just to make this a little bit easier? Because like you can see I'm like trying to do the motion sensor thing. I should hook up a classic controller to the Wii remote, because you can control the the cursor on the Wii if you have a classic controller. What's on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban list? I want to look at, like, the older and newer cards as well. I wait for the day when they bring Union Hanger off the ban list, because... Yeah, or Union Carrier, rather, off the ban list, because that would be... I mean, that works in a lot of decks. They recently banned Link Karibo. There's, like, a bunch of, like, older ones on here, too. Butterfly Dagger Elma is still banned because it has an infinite, it's got an infinite combo. A lot of infinite combo ones are banned. The Tyrant Neptune is banned because of, Lyrilusk. There is a Lyrilusk card that is unaffected by card effects. It's got very low attack points, but it has, it's unaffected by card effects and gains attack equal to its level, but it has very low attack and a very low level. But the Tyrant Neptune can adopt the effects of other cards. Like, as long as it's on the field, and it's level 10. So you basically have like a 5,000, I think it's like 500 per level, so it's a 5,000 attack point beat stick that's unaffected by card effects. You know what, like, you know what archetype, like, was, like, a card from an archetype that's probably gonna get banned that you never think would ever see practical play nowadays is gonna be, one of the Arcana Force cards. What was it? Arcana Force 21 The World with the new, with the new XYZ cannon support that's coming out, can perform technically an FTK, but it just allows you to skip your opponent's turn.
Nope.
There's a few cards that allow you to skip your opponent's turn, but usually the effects for getting them to activate are like completely ridiculous. And with the new XYZ Dragon Cannon support, it's much easier to pull off. Because one of the effects of the new of a card in the new XYZ Dragon Cannon support is if you special summon 3 light machine monsters with different names at the same time, you can search for your deck for a monster with 3,000 or more attack points, and then normal summon that monster. This was originally made because it very easily brings out Obelisk the Tormentor. The unintended side effect of that is that there are a lot of powerful cards that have 3,000 or more attack, including consistently getting out Arcana Force 21 The World. And if you have Light Barrier that you can just choose to have the effect on it that where you tribute 2 monsters, it's for Blue Eyes as well, yeah. Tribute 2 monsters and skip your opponent's turn. Like, it makes that strategy significantly more consistent. It is very dirty. Yeah, Arcana Force reminds me of tarot cards. Yep, that's what they're named after. Fun fact, I think a lot of how much does Arcana Force the World have? Because I think all the Arcana Forces have 1,000 attack points plus whatever Arcana number they are times 100. So I think the World has 3,100 attack points. There's a few exceptions. I think the Fool has 0 attack points. Probably super easy to pop 2 Ojamas for the 2 tributes too. I mean, like, you don't even run Ojamas, like, in that combo. Because here's the thing. There's the effect of the new fusion monster is that you can tribute it in order to special I mean, like, there's a few of them like that. Where you tribute them, you tribute, like, the fusion monster in order to special summon 3 of the materials from it, which triggers the effect of that card that allows you to search for a 3,000 attack point card and normal summon it.
Nope.
What else do we got on here? There used to be a normal monster that was banned. The caveat is that it was a pendulum monster. So even though it was a normal monster, its pendulum effect was so good that it had to be banned. Currently, there are only 4 normal cards on the ban list, or on any sort of like the ban list. One of the Metal Foes? No, it was a Cliffort card. Yeah, it was a Cliffort. Each of the Exodia pieces is limited to 1. Head and limbs mean that there are 4 normal monsters on the ban list. I find it so funny. Are any of them like... Yeah, because there's... Okay, so like... So, let's see. There is an XE support for that as well. But there were... During, I think it was Master Rule 4, pretty much like the beginning of Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains kind of thing, when they made it so Extra deck monsters can only be special summoned to the extra monster zone or to places that Link monsters pointed to. There were 4 cards that were made as supports for the other types of summoning from the extra deck, which were Crystron Halki Fibrax for synchro summoning, Heavy Metal Foes Electromite for pendulum summoning, Predaplant Vert Anaconda for fusion summoning, and then there was one for XE summoning I can't remember the name of. But 3 of those cards are banned because they became way too overpowered in Master Rule 5, or in the Master Rule revision. It's a lot of reading for Yu-Gi-Oh! I find like Legacy. One of the biggest things about it is that you have to have the patience to read card effects. I'd say the best way to get into Yu-Gi-Oh! Is through the video game, so either Master Duel or Legacy of the Duelist. I think because they did do a re-release of Legacy of the Duelist, which I think is Master Rule 5. Baron DeFleur was recently added on there. Borreload Savage Dragon.
Nope.
There was a couple cards that came off the ban list that I was really happy about. Yeah, Vert into Dark Dragoon was a big one. What was that? What am I thinking of here? Oh, Spellbook of Judgment came off the ban list, which I'm really happy about, because that lets you set up for a, that lets you set up, if you go first, it allows you to, and you get it, it allows you to set up for a Jogan the Spiritualist lock. You play Spellbook of Judgment, then use at least 3 spell cards. Search your deck for 3 or more Spellbook cards, and then during your end phase, then special summon Jogan the Spiritualist during your end phase, whose effect is neither player can special summon. Yeah, Thunder Dragon Colossus came off the ban list too. I think another one that I liked was taken off of there. Nope, never mind. I thought one came off the ban list recently that I was really happy about. Semi-limited cards make me laugh. Because there are so few of them, but the fact that it's too powerful for you to have 3 of them in your deck, but not powerful enough to be limited to 1 is really funny to me. I don't play Duel Links. I'm not really into the speed duel format. I like Master Duel better. Were you on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Hype when it first hit the States? I got into it a little bit. Actually maybe, because one of my friends had I probably did get into it early enough, because like I watched the show, I played a little bit of Forbidden Memories, and then when Starter Deck Yugi and Kaiba came out in the States, like one of my friends had that, and I picked them up. A lot of limited cards that increase draw power. Painful Choice. Premature Burials is banned? Really? Premature Burials banned, but not Monster Reborn. I guess it's because it's an equip card. You can
Nope.
There are cards that can like make it easy to keep getting that over and over again. Ultimate Offering has been banned since, like, day 1. Last Will has been banned for a while, which was one of the cards that had one of the most confusing effects in, like, how many reprints did that card have to update its description? Because they didn't really have, like, the terminology that we do nowadays, where everything's like more streamlined. Cyberstein is banned for good reason. Because there's 2 cards that go along with it that make it incredibly broken. The first is a link card that can change the type of whatever monster it's pointing to, and the second is a spell card which was supposed to, like, I can't remember exactly. I think it was for Archfiend monsters, but basically the whole thing was that it would make it so you didn't have to pay life points for a specific type of monster. So you change Cyberstein's type to that monster, and then you played that card that would make it so you didn't have to pay life points for its effect. And you could just, like, special summon monsters from the extra deck rapid fire. Like, and you didn't have to pay life points for it. It was crazy. Because Cyberstein is not limited to once per turn. It's just a steep cost of 5,000 life points to special summon a fusion monster from the extra deck. Surprised Dandelion is forbidden. I feel like there's a lot of cards that are very similar to that. Ronin Toad. Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom. There are no banned Xyz monsters. Never mind. They list Link before Fusion, so that confused me.
Nope.
I'm sorry. They list Link immediately after Fusion, but before Synchro and Xyz. Red reboot. Noon Tom and Chad have been playing through T2ID for the first time. Nice! Favorite retrain of a card. Oh, Silent Magician 0. Silent Magician is probably my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card. Fun fact. I didn't know that Silent Magician was a woman. Whether from the level 4 or level 8 variant, I did not know that Silent Magician level 4 was that Silent Magician was a woman. It wasn't until the retrain that was just called Silent Magician that I learned that. Favorite Toho song from the games. I've never played Toho, so the Bad Apple. It's because there are so many really good remixes of Bad Apple. Level cards are so much fun. They're so hard to work with in modern meta, though. I just thought that the Silent Magician cards were just so cool to me. In order to use the effects of Oja Match, you have to use Armed Dragon cards. That's the only reason why they're in my deck. I usually run a level 3, a level 7, and a level 10, because the way I go about it is that I'll link summon Sarija Skuldred, who has an effect that allows you to special summon a card from your hand.
Nope.
The problem with Ojamas is that it's very easy to brick. Like, it's almost worth running cards like Magical... Actually, Sarija Skuldred can act... If you're able to get Sarija Skuldred on the field, it can act as Magical Meld, but that usually basically requires you to have none of the normal Ojama monsters in your hand if you're only running one of each, which is supremely difficult. I run 2 of each normal Ojama, and it's very easy to brick with those. What are my favorite cards? I really like my favorite archetypes are probably the Chaz Princeton special, so the Ojamas, ABC, and or Ojamas A to Z and Armed Dragons. And I also really like the Endymion cards as well. My favorite card is probably Silent Magician. A friend of mine keeps reading Skull Dread wrong and thinking it's a Link 4 that only needs 2 materials, period. That I keep getting, when I first started learning Link summoning, I kept getting that wrong too. But that's the bare minimum for what you need. Meaning that you would need like 2 Link 2s or a Link 3 and an average monster in order to have it satisfy those conditions. As a GX fan, I appreciate the Chaz love. Those cards are so cool, though. Like, I love stupidly overpowered cards in kind of the way that, like, because here's the thing. Armed Dragon Catapult Cannon is a card that is ridiculously hard to get out, and if you get it out, you're probably winning that duel anyway. It's my favorite boss monster because of how ridiculous its effect is, and like you can solitaire for like 5 minutes to get that thing out. I do find it really funny because it was, yeah, man, for like, there was a good chunk between Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5, where just like...
Nope.
Where... Let's like rewind it a little bit here. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, the original one. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was just like the most popular trading card game in the world. It wasn't like the laws of the land didn't revolve around it. But then like GX took it a step further with like spirit monsters. So like, you know, the monsters all exist as spirits and just like the cards are sort of like the manifestations of them. And then like in 5Ds, like synchro summoning was a form of energy. And Zexal, like all the Numeron cards were like that. So it's very interesting because I'm watching through Vrains right now. And because it all takes place in like the virtual world, it doesn't feel like and I could be wrong because we could come to a point at some point. We could come to a point in my watch of Vrains where like more of the real world ends up being revolving around Yu-Gi-Oh, but like it's all of it is like sort of confined to the virtual space. Kaiba Man is a spirit in GX. Explain. One of my favorite things about watching, what season of Vrains are you on? They just, I don't know what the seasons are actually, but they just found Revolver IRL. I gotta say, like, I'm okay with most of Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains. Ai is so annoying. He's like the peanut gallery from previous Yu-Gi-Oh! Shows, but with the most ear-wrenching voice you've ever heard. You know how like they always have people on the side being like, oh, this is what this card does, this is what this card does. But like, he does that
speaking like this the entire time. Oh no! Yusaku! Playmaker! Oh
no! Are you winning? I'm doing my best, Lucy! How are you enjoying Paper Mario?
We need more Chaz VAs. That's right, Slifer Slacker. It's time to Chaz it up!
Nope.
I love the pun of Monjome Thunder. Who'd you say is your second favorite Pokemon after Quagsire? That's a tough one. There are a lot of good ones. I should do one of those, on stream, I should do one of those, it's like this grid where it goes, like, by each generation and each type, and you pick your favorite Pokemon from each. Quagsire is probably, like, top 10, but I wouldn't say he's my second favorite. Finish the level 5 hype train, so wait, what was that? So now I have to do the pit of 100 trials, just wherever you're at in the story? Good lord. Rose Dragon Slayer with the 100-bit saying, afternoon, Tom. After 2 weeks, I finally got to get some twin-engine airplane time in. I swear they must have gremlins because they're always breaking. Oh boy. There's a gremlin on the plane. You've got to believe me. I just finished chapter 5 and I'm not doing the pit of 100 trials yet. What time is it? Oh, the new Among Us video came out. Tell me what you think of the tell me what you think of the thumbnail. Rose Dragon Slayer with Underbit saying, fun fact, like mechanical failures on Gremlins was started by pilots in World War II. Interesting. Kratos the Gamer thinks 5 months to tier 1 saying, hi Tom, hope you're having a nice day. Thanks for being you. Thank you. When they a little richer, tell them come back when they a little richer.
Nope.
200 bits from Funkenstein Live saying, hey Tom, long time caller, first time listener. Any big plans for Mario Kart 8's 10th anniversary? I didn't even think of that. Oh, I should do something for Mario Kart 8's 10th anniversary. When did it come out? Wii U. Deluxe came out in 2017. 29th, so tomorrow. Wow. An all-cup tour? I cannot organize a 96-track tournament in a day. And every cup tour. I've done that already, actually. TJ99er organized that. Lilith! Thank you for the raid! Still hunting. Get them countermeasures up. What have you done? Anyway, thank you for the raid. What have you done? What was Lilith playing? Or doing? Twitch is more than just for playing, it's for doing as well. Baldi's Basics, okay. Oh, Monster Hunter World. Oh, what, were you referencing this is Baldi's Basics? Good lord. Hi, bud. Oh, man, he's getting a little shut-eye in.
Nope.
We are shiny hunting for a Quagsire in Pokemon Colosseum. You're not supposed to be able to do this. Hey, bud, can you do me a favor? Can you do me a little favor, bud? Come here. Come here. I just want to say hi, then you can come back. No, okay, little buddy. Come here. Come here. There he is. Here's the boy. He's just a little guy. He puts up with my bullshit so much. You haven't seen my dog. This is Manatee. He's so soft and fluffy. All right, bud. You want to go back to your spot? Come here. No, buddy. Come here. You want to lie down there? You want to lie down? Oh, boy. I won't disturb you anymore. I just want people to say hi to you. Manatee is precious. Forfeit all possessions to Manatee. Good lord. I really like this song from Fire Emblem Fates. Road Taken. Ah. Have you seen the new Zelda Lego set? Yes, it looks really good. It is why we were given hands. Colosseum uses a botched method of shiny locking that you can brute force. The game shuffles ID info if it were to be shiny for the opponent, but it doesn't do that for you if you snag the Pokemon yourself. I need to catch the Quagsire in order to identify it as shiny. It only becomes shiny once you've caught it. Right, you could say about Fates, the OST is amazing. I feel like I'm in the minority of people who actually liked Fates. Of course, you jumped on the moment you heard the Yu-Gi-Oh chatter. Hi, Dan! I'm not a big fan of Corrin. We've gone over this like a few times, and I know there's a couple of people in chat that disagree with me. I don't like Corrin as the creative character, but I like Fates as the overall as a game. How do you shiny hunt in this game? Very long and painfully, or by using RNG manipulation if you could swing it. Basically, the game tries to lock shinies by re-rolling the IDs of the Pokemon if they come up as shiny for the opposing trainer who sends it out, but not for when you catch it. So what happens is I have to catch it every single time in order to find out whether or not it's shiny, and this is pre-Generation 6 shiny odds with no way to reduce them. So it's 1 in 8,192. And you can, and the cherry on top is that you can't save next to the trainer.
Nope.
You have to save at a PC. So there's a little time wasted of having to walk back to him. So 50-50 each time. Yeah, I've tossed that coin so many times and it's always landed on tails. It's like it's weighted that way. Why do you do this to yourself? Because, I mean, like, here's the thing. I can just use this portion as, like, a just chatting. I'm mostly reading chat, and, like, the game is more or less in the background. The time when I really focus in to pay attention is after I catch the Quagsire to make sure it's not pink before I hit reset. Shout out to Sir Toasty Toes. It's been, an inspiration, and, hey, there he is! He's been a great inspiration, and, like, the information that his videos provided has been helping me out a lot, with this. Plus, he's got one of the rarest, Pokemon Colosseum shiny Pokemon out there. And it's a Ribbon Master, which is what I intend to do with this Quagsire. I mean, as much as possible, because you can't transfer Quagsire into Legends Arceus, which is the one ribbon that it currently can't get. Yep, he's got a shiny Scizor from this game that you could only get from an e-reader card. An interesting thought about Quagsire. Imagine if it got a new type variant in the future based on medieval time. It'd be water steel and be called Quagsire. I like that. I don't know, like, how popular Quagsire in and of itself actually is, but I feel like the popularity of Wooper has kind of given Quagsire longevity in the games and hasn't been, like, eliminated from too many of the Pokedexes since Dexit. If Quagsire was in Legends EA and they had the Hisui photo booth there, I'd be so happy. Oh, I was gonna say, maybe Clodsire would be a good way to go up against the poison... Why is my brain breaking? Against the poison Swampert raid, but then I remembered it was weak to ground. Maybe give it an air balloon, who knows? Love Quag, I wish it was just a bit stronger. It is strangely good in singles. Water, ground, and poison are really strong coverage, yeah. Orthworm would actually be pretty good against it, as long as it didn't have anything else that was good against steel. Because it's got the Earth Eater ability, and it's immune to poison. Because Unaware is a strangely strong ability, yep. I think Quagsire has almost never found itself above UU on the Smogon tiers. And yet it somehow manages to keep finding itself in OU and Ubers. Back before it had Unaware and it had Water Absorb, it was the premier Kyogre check. Yes, Quagsire is the premier Zacian counter too. Just art of, like, Zacian going in for the slash and Quagsire catching the blade with one flipper. but still having that goofy face on it, and then just cuts back to Zacian and he's sweating. Then just slowly opens his mouth and screams at the Zacian, causing it to run away, yelping like a dog. Double spinning edge. Quagsire dancing like that Devil Artemis animation, and Zacian like, yeah. That one was really funny. I did like the, I don't know what they're called in Pal World, but those sheep all pointing the guns at Quagsire, including the one that was dead on the ground. No, that's just a Pokemon.
Nope.
Holy moly, what song is this? This is Chain Attack from Xenoblade 3. If you play Xenoblade 3, you will hear it a lot. Yeah, I saw that Zamazenta was on the VGC stage. I forgot what its utility is over Zacian. Oh no, it was interesting. Although it's are we in a new format yet for VGC? Because I haven't seen. I feel like in the last tournament I watched, I've seen like no Landorus. Iron defense and body press is a strong combo. Yeah, it is. Got nerfed in every way except receiving body press, and now thrives because of it. Yeah, because it's fighting type. Regulation G with one restricted Pokemon allowed. I think Quagsire should have gotten a Paradox. Quagsire's perfect the way he is. Anything else that Quagsire gets is just like addition onto Quagsire. Iron dumb. Would you want Quagsire to evolve? No, he's perfect! Iron Doofus? Y'all are being mean. Iron Shout. I'd be okay with that. Here's the thing. If they did a Paradox Pokemon of Quagsire and it had sound-based moves, that would become my favorite Pokemon. Quagsire would still be my favorite Pokemon, but like that would probably be the one I'd use more.
Nope.
My favorite Pokemon would just be a robot Quagsire. Iron Voice. Looks like a ventriloquist dummy and its head like from its mouth, its head like slowly raises up to reveal a speaker inside. Oh, that'd be great! Iron Bundle is really good. I like Iron Bundle's design a lot. Once again, still sort of like sour grapes on the Paradox Pokemon, because like on the future Paradox Pokemon at least. Because here's the thing. When you think of the future, you think of like a lot of like technology and like advancement in that regard. So it makes sense that all the future Paradox Pokemon are robots, but I feel like they could have been a little bit more creative than just having them be all robots. Iron Valiant was at least interesting in the fact that it was a combination between Gallade and Gardevoir. That's why Roaring Moon was pretty good too, because of its because it looks like Mega Salamence. Verizian Wireless. I technically predicted that with Pokemon, with my Pokemon, randomizer Nuzlocke. Because we came across a Steel Virizion, and then I kept making all those jokes about, like 5G injections and how I only got polio twice. Spat210 on YouTube is a really good one for future Paradox Pokemon Quagsire. Quagsiren.
Nope.
What was Wolfie's thing that he did? Oh yeah, he did his whole strategy was Perish Song trapping. I can't remember if he used multiple Perish Song users, but he had Screamtail and he had Gothitelle in his party. Sheenoff of the 61 months of tier 1 saying, is there any Pokemon you started appreciating a lot more after doing a Nuzlocke or other challenge with it on the team? For me, I started loving Driftblim a lot more after he carried me through a large part of Ultra Sun. I can't think. I can't think of like one off the top of my head. I mean, memes are what brought me to Quagsire, so. You know, like the way that like Iron Fist has like the has like that hat thing that kind of points down like this. If you took that off, is his eyes just like a round LCD screen with like 2 lines on them? Like he looks like Bomberman. Like, look at Iron Hands. He's got like this weird little like helmet thing where his head comes to a point. If you took that off, would it just be round underneath with like these with like this just one big goggle eye? Like Sonic the Hedgehog meets Bomberman? Peeled Iron Hands. Favorite part of the future Paradox Pokemon is out of battle, if they fall asleep, all their LEDs turn off and it's cute for some reason. Aww. Still can't get over peeled Giratina.
Nope.
Does anyone want some peeled Giratina? We got 29 left, then, yeah, we should be beginning Among Us around the time that I'm done with this. There's a reason why I started this at 3:30. Because I know that it takes me around 2.5 hours to get 50 of these. I wonder how much they did to peel Quagsire. Probably just got rid of his arms and legs. And like the spine on the tail. I love that Origin Dialga looks like he's choking on something. It's like that like We Got No More meme, where like it shows like the character but their neck is extended with whatever item is in there. Squidward choking on the fork, exactly. Oh, barnacles, I hate the pill. Which Pokemon do you wish had a Paradox form in Scarlet or Violet? I feel like there was one I came up with and that I kind of wish was there, but wasn't. I like the, like, a lot of, like, the fake monk community, like, Bromo Jumbo, has done a lot with that, with, like, Paradox Pokemon, and those all look really good. One thing Bromo did recently that I really liked was the, he did, Animal Crossing villagers of animals that don't exist, of villager animals that don't exist in Animal Crossing. I want to give him a punch in the shoulder for making a turtle named Cooper that looked like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. Dude, a past Porygon that was just like a 2D pixel image would have been amazing.
Nope.
It's just the Pokemon. Oh no, not even the Pokemon Stadium model. Because here's the thing. Let's think about the evolution of Porygon here. Started off as like very polygonal, smoothed out, and then smoothed out even more. Wouldn't the past Paradox version of that be like just pixel art of it? Or like a concept image? If you would past Porygon would just be unknowns, ones, and zeros. That'd be interesting. It's made up of past Porygon is made up of future unknowns because future unknowns are ones and zeros. A brick of silicon. 100 bits from Gurganoff saying, past Porygon is a lithograph like ancient duel monsters. Oh my god, that'd be great. Past Porygon is a hand that counts in binary. Did you know if you count in binary, you can count to 31 on one hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Yeah, the middle finger is 4. Oh no. It's not prevalent enough in my community. What about the second hand? Let's see. 32, 64, 128. I'm thinking about the future because I know where it goes up to. It goes up to 512 here. But if you've got all your fingers up, you can go up to 1023. Hi, big guy. You wanna come say hi? Come here, big man. Big man, come on up here. Come on up here, big man. Christian, come say hi. Christian, come say hi. Come here. Christian. Come here. If you want this, you gotta jump up and say hi. Hello. Hello, big man. Large man. Hi, big guy. You got a big head. Your turn. Your turn. Come on up, buddy. Move the mic out of the way so I can see your pretty face. Everyone like keeps telling me that Manatee looks big. Does he look big now? It's like he's so big, it's like he's not big! My God, he barely comes up to my knee. Jurgen Alvalanderbit saying, fun fact, Microsoft Excel used to be limited to 256 by 65,536, i.e. 2 to the 8th power and 2 to the 16th power. Interesting.
Nope.
He's by no means a small dog. Like, he's probably like the biggest you can get with a lap dog. I want to bring him more places. Maybe I'll take another road trip with him. How old is he now? He is 3. He turned 3 in January. My mom's dog is a fat dachshund Jack Russell Terrier mix. That's cute. Since Sputnik passed away, my parents don't have a dog, and I really think they should get one. My sister was always complaining, like, you know, oh, our dogs always liked like mom and dad better. Like they, you know, the second they got home, they wouldn't give me the time of day. It's like, what if there's anything I learned from owning Manatee? Come here, bug. Okay, he didn't even come into frame, but still. If there's one thing I've learned from owning owning a dog, like, by myself, is that if you want the dog to like you, be involved in its life. Take it for a walk. Take the dog for a walk. Play with the dog. Socialize the dog. Do fun things that the dog wants to do. A lot of my sister's interactions with our dog were when they would bark at cars driving by. She would just yell stop at them. Which wouldn't stop them from barking, so all we had were 2 noisy entities. A dog barking at a car, and my sister telling them to stop.
Nope.
So 2 sources of barking. Essentially, yeah. Rachel, this gets back to you, I'm sorry. That's just, that always annoyed me when we were growing up. Stop! Stop! Puppy, stop! We had 1 dog. So all of the we had 3 Shar-Peis, then we had Sputnik, who was a mutt. The first Shar-Pei they got was abused by a family friend of the previous owner, and she was an over-the-hill breeding dog. So she did not like any of us, and she warmed up the most to my dad because he was working from home at the time. I was like 10 at the time, so she hated me. Let's see. Let's do sewer surfing. The second dog we got was the runt of her litter. So she was like she was very unhealthy for her whole life, but like she liked everyone in the family and no one else really that much. And our third dog, Bear, whom you've probably seen video of on my Twitter, because I repost that one pretty frequently. I say pretty frequently, but she's since passed, unfortunately. She was a headstrong one. Because Porkchop didn't really have much maternal instincts because of how sick she was, Bear sort of like kind of like became her own dog and like didn't really follow Porkchop around that much. It took on more of like a leadership position. And because of that, she was very headstrong. So we let her out into the yard to go to the bathroom. We had like this big fenced in yard where we lived. And she would just like run around there. Actually, so we had like a big electric fence and a cattle guard because we were trying to keep the deer out because they kept eating my dad's vegetable garden.
Nope.
So like, she incredibly headstrong. She would just walk across the cattle guard, no problem, and like start bolting down the street towards whatever and be back whenever the hell she wanted to. Very cat-like behavior in that regard. Eventually we got her a, eventually we got like one of those invisible fences with the collar. So if she got too close to it, then she'd, then it would give her a little tickle and she'd, back off. But even then, if anybody tried to bring her back inside, she would run. She would run because she just wanted to stay outside. She loved being outside. If it was 90+ degrees out, she'd lie on the blacktop of our driveway. She'd want to be she'd want to be out there in the winter, in the summer, no matter what season it was. She wanted to be out there like chasing squirrels and just like patrolling the area, keeping our family safe. Like she taught herself how to be a guard dog. So, what ended up happening was I would have to be the one to go outside and bring her back in most of the time. And what I'd do is I would end up like wearing her out and catching her and picking her up and bringing her back inside. What this taught her was that if I step outside while she's outside, then it's time for her to come inside. However, I was the only person in my family she respected. So if anybody else tried to do it, she'd take off. If I walked out there, she'd come right back up to the door. It was great. It was really funny. However, it did get annoying because occasionally I'd be in the middle of something and like my parents or my sister would be like, Thomas, can you get Bear inside? So like, hang on, I'm in the middle of something. It's like, it's cold out, she's, let her inside. Held like baby time is strong creator respect. I mean, she hated being held. She tolerated it. I mean, Manatee doesn't like being held either, but he tolerates it. Manatee's funny. If you put him in like air jail, like hold him like baby kind of thing, his first instinct is to just like flop his head over and look down toward the ground to make sure it's still there. Crescent Reed, thank you for the 27 months of tier 1. One hour to first pitch in my home stadium, Tropicana Field. Who are the Devil Rays playing against? Damn it! I want to talk about something that might be a little bit like controversial to pet owners, but I've been taking Manatee for walks outside without his leash, and he does really well. Playing against the Athletics, okay. He listens to what I say. He doesn't go on the road, unless there's a miscommunication. If I say cross, he'll cross the street. If I say wait, he'll stop walking and look at me until I catch up or until I say let's go.
Nope.
And then there's like a playground park near where I live. It's like a half-mile away, so we'll take like these mile-long walks where we go down to that area and walk back up here. And then halfway through, we'll go to that park, and then we'll go to that park, and then I'll just like lay down in the grass, and he'll just like sniff around the grass and like sit down next to me and just watch around. Like, we'll go in the front yard every now and again, just sit out there and like I'll lie down like on the grass or on the driveway, and he'll lie down or he'll sit down on the grass and just look around. We did have very, very, very small incident of like a neighbor going on a walk, and as he was walking by, like he spooked Manatee a little bit, and Manatee started barking at him. But this was also like late at night when Manatee couldn't see as well. Manatee's such a gentle little guy too. He loves other animals, and he's really good with children. Like occasionally when I'm taking him for a walk, like people will be walking with their families or with their pets. And I'll turn to them and be like, hey, you know, my dog is calm and friendly if your pet or your kid wants to say hi, and like, you know, if they say sure, then like I'll usually say, okay, if it's with a kid, I'll usually say, okay, let him smell your hand first. He's much better with kids than he is with adults, because with adults, if they like kind of reach down to try and pet him, he'll back away. But with kids, he's just like, he's all about that. I think he thinks that that children are different creatures, because he like, it's really cute, but I can imagine it would make like some kids uncomfortable. Is that if they're short enough, he'll go like right up to their face and like smell their face. Because one thing that he'll do is that he'll give face kisses, but only if he likes how your breath smells. If I just brush my teeth, he doesn't like that, he won't kiss my face. If I just ate like a sandwich, if I just ate like some meat or something like that and I breathe on him, then he'll be like, "Ooh, that smells good. Let me lick that." Oh my god, my parents' dog Sputnik thought that children were different creatures in the worst way. He had never grown up around children. He rarely ever saw children. So we would have like parties occasionally for like Labor Day and Memorial Day and like other times like that. And what would happen is that he'd see the kid and wouldn't know what it was, thinking it was just like another animal on our lawn, and he'd start barking and running after him.
Nope.
So so it was very clear, like after that first time, where it's like he can't be around children. He knows what they truly are. Good lord. I think he got better as he got older, but also he got more tired as he got older. God, how old was he when he met Manatee? He must have been like 11 or 12. Manatee was like still fairly puppyish, very curious, very much wanting to like interact and get near Sputnik, and Sputnik was having none of it. Manatee would like get close as Sputnik would growl. Glorified Fox, thank you for 3 months of tier 1, saying good luck with the shiny quag hunt. Hopefully you get him before 2K attempts. I doubt it. I doubt I'll get him before 2K attempts. I think eventually he warmed up to him, just as long as Manatee was calm. That was the year I took Manatee home for, yeah, he was less than a year old at that point. It was the year I took Manatee on a road trip back to Connecticut to visit my family for Christmas. And it was the first and only time that Manatee saw snow. I think one of the under Manatee Sharpay is one of those, is a video of him playing in the snow a little bit. On the night where my, roommate went out for the night, I took both Manatee and Christian for a walk. And, when we got back, Christian's favorite thing to do after a long summer walk is to just spread himself as flat as possible on the floor because it's a much cooler surface than like, anywhere else in the house. So I took a picture of both of them just spread out, splooting, trying to cool down. It's really funny because he goes between like full-on sploot, like with his tummy on the ground and lying on his side. And when Christian sploots, like, he sploots. His legs are like straight back. Manatee's a little bit more reserved about it. Like, he kind of tucks his paws like up in a little bit. Manatee more loafs than anything, because he kind of like tucks his back legs in a little bit, even though they're still like out behind him, and then he'll tuck his paws up like this. Instead of having them down flat in front of him, he tucks them up like this. So he just goes like full loaf.
Nope.
Sharpays are very cat-like dogs. They are aloof, they choose who they like. If I took a DNA test on him and they found out that he was part cat, I would not be surprised. Manatee goes full loaf very often. That's one toasted loaf. This is one steep bill, but it's worth it. So Sharpay is dog hardware with cat software. A little bit of dog hardware as well. Does he walk into a room, scream at you, and then leave? Kind of. He'll walk into a room if he wants something and whine at me. And then if I don't pay attention to him, then he'll leave. He's one thing that he's learned. It's terrifying me how smart this dog is sometimes, because it could have been very easy for him to be. It could have been very easy for him to just misbehave all the time. But fortunately, he loves me and he's a well-behaved boy. When he whines at me now, I'll get up and I'll say, show me. I'll say, show me a couple times. And he will walk to exactly what he wants. It's horrifying. Because sometimes he won't go like the entire way. If I get up to follow him, he'll just like go at the top of the stairs. Because like there's a split. There's two things that he almost always wants. He'll either want to be let outside, whether it's the front yard or the backyard, or he'll want me to fill up the water bowl that's in my bathroom. And so he'll stop at the top of the stairs and he won't actually tell me what he wants. Or he won't not really tell me what he wants, but he won't actually like go the full way. So I say, show me, and then he'll go to wherever he wants to. He'll go where the thing is that he wants is there. It's amazing too, because you'd think like he'd use this all the time to beg for treats, but he doesn't. Tony Vix 100 say, I have an unpopular opinion, but I think the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet graphics look great to me. Though I do agree that it's a glitchy game. Also, you train Manatee well if you're able to keep him with you while out and about without a leash. Sadly, I very much can't risk that with my 1-year-old puppy. I think you have a cat in dog's clothing. He's a very cat-like dog.
Nope.
It's amazing how selective Manatee is on fetching, too. You wanna know? His favorite toys are never toys. If I say one of them, his head will perk up. He likes the vacuum, he likes the garden watering implement, which is the one I can't say shorthand because he'll perk up. His favorite thing to fetch right now, I kid you not, is a block of wood. Vane is dear, thank you for the prime sub. Just like a whole ass lock. No, it's like a cut of a 2x4. What else? Does this look infected with the 100-bit saying Rui? Holy fuck, Quagsire is a shadow Pokemon! As if this isn't the 1730th time she said that. Plus, drop blank space on it. Under very strict supervision, I'll let him play with the packaging that comes with like Amazon packages. It's not like the bubble wrap, but it's like the big bubble wrap. But it's only under like strict supervision. The second he pops it, I take it away. Which takes a surprisingly long time. Sheena, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Hose. Okay, he didn't perk up that time. Does he like boxes? Oh yeah! One of his favorite toys recently has been when I'm done using a paper towel roll and I just give him the roll. And he loved it. When he was a puppy! When he was a puppy, I don't know how many times any of you saw this, because back when I lived in my old place, because my desk, or my camera was facing the door that he would have come out of. One of his favorite things to do to get my attention was to grab the end of a roll of toilet paper and run down the hall.
Nope.
Yep, cat. Yeah, I've seen cats do that too. That's when he was a puppy, he would do that. I don't know if I ever got a video of it, because usually I'd have to like, there might have been a time where I had to like get up and like get him in the middle of a stream for that. Bomber Think with the 43 months of tier 1, thank you very much. The hype train has started. Wait, a hype train has started. Let's go! Chain attack! Yeah! We're going to 1750 tonight, yes. Double spinning edge! Does he implement the cheese tax? Not as often. Under bits from Rio the Mountain Hermit saying chain attack time. Rapid spin. Double spinning. Double spinning edge, double spinning edge. You think you'll still be doing this when the next gen Nintendo system is released? I mean, we'll see. Oh, dude, my favorite thing my dog ever did was my mom was making a hot dog. She left the bun with ketchup and mustard on the kitchen counter, walked away, and it was gone when she came back. That's brilliant. Have you ever seen the video where somebody reversed the footage of their dog taking a slice of pizza and it looks like they're just giving you a piece of pizza very gently? I started this in like November, the end of November, beginning of December last year. Oh, Duke, do you want the ball is really good. Double spinning edge, double spinning edge.
Nope.
What if this turns out this is like a later revision of Pokemon Colosseum that got rid of the shiny Pokemon? I mean, I'm only 1731 into it, so I can't be really like, I can't be thinking that. What's your cutoff for RNG manip again? Home going down? Not home going down, bank going down. Only 1731. Well, yeah, because we're not even close to full odds yet. Sheenoth with the 300-bit saying, since it's almost June, I'd like to mourn the sweet, sweet days of the cold and warn you to prepare for the curse season this summer. Stay cool, hydrated, and may your ACs bring you life. And may your AC's life continue. Does this look infected with the 200-bit saying, stolen from another video. Every morning I, 1, wake up, 2, contribute to a hype train, 3, take a shit, 4, get out of bed. Jeez. In order? Na, 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 There it is! There's Moisty! God. Shoutouts to Jabroni Mike for that one. It's such a good name for Rui. Failed clone of Misty called Moisty. Got a gut feeling of how many pulls it'll take? I don't know. Thinking of 4,000 is my guess. At some point, I want to do a 24-hour stream of this. Double spinning edge, double spinning edge, double spinning edge, yeah. Twitch catches quags while you sleep. Stream is clearly the answer. Good lord. You probably could make an algorithm model that would be able to detect whether or not the Quagsire is like detect whether or not the Quagsire is shiny, and then like just have the game like reset and continue it like on its own. It wouldn't be cheating technically because it wouldn't be RNG manipulation. It would just be someone else doing the work. Like the song. There a backup plan in case the shiny doesn't show up. RNG manipulation. I'll start RNG manipulating once they announce, if they announce Pokemon Home is going down. Launch! They haven't announced when Bank is going down. Clap, clap.
Nope.
I'm not really feeling it. If Bank is going down. Did I say home? I always mean Bank when I mean to say home. Or I always mean Bank when I say home. Bank will remain active for a while, if not forever. That being said, I need to get Unova Monkeys and the Patrat line up into home. From what I can tell, Pokemon Bank, they've switched Pokemon Bank over to using the same servers as Pokemon Home. What's the safeguard against pressing the reset button on impulse when you get the shiny? Well, the safety is that the console is actually fairly far away from me, and I can't actually see the reset button. That's why I turned the game off once by mistake. I do have a living dex up through Gen 8. I do need to finish the one for Gen 9. But it's really funny how I did that, actually. Because I got the living dex during the, probably Gen 6 or Gen 7, because it was while I was working at GameStop. And you know, you want to know what I did? I would look at the so GameStop, I don't know if they still do this, but when I worked at GameStop, they had a policy where you could rent out games. You could rent out their games, like sign them out for a few days and bring them back if there was more than one copy. So what I did is that one day on a slow day, I brought my DS to work and just started checking copies of Pokemon we had on hand to see what they had. And if they had stuff that I thought would be good, then I would, or that'd be good for for a living dex, or if they had like extra legendaries or you know, legitimate mythicals, I'd take that game out and transfer them over to my games.
Nope.
Okay, Team Rocket. You really are, James! Haha! I'm taking your Pokemon! Take that, little Timmy! You should have transferred your Pokemon out! I gave those Pokemon a new home. Who knows what would have happened? They were abandoned Pokemon. Yes, exactly! I'm like that woman from the Bulbasaur episode of Season 1. Don't worry, you pretty blue head, James. I got a plan. It's Lavender. Fuzzy Gummy Bear with the 45 months of tier 1 saying, hi, Tom. Hi, everyone. Hello. I'm like Officer Jenny disguising as a Chansey in order to shoot poachers. Mime Junior. Remember when James had to leave his Chimecho behind because it got sick? Just so James could have a 4th generation Pokemon? Okay, about Chansey is Chansey and Axolotl. Oh my god. Chansey's just a fat Axolotl. Did Ash ever... I didn't watch the last episode of the Ash anime. Did Ash ever see that damn Butterfree again? He did, okay.
Nope.
I know he saw his Pidgeot. He never went back for Primeape, though. I'm pretty sure he actually used Pidgeot to go visit some of his old Pokemon. Ash, I'm so sorry. Your primate got so powerful and angry that it died. But it came back as an annihilate! Remember as Pidgeotto evolved during the potluck party attack? Yep. Was that before or after the Indigo League? It was after, okay. I like one of my favorite things about any sort of like what is it called? One of my favorite things about any kind of like media where there's characters that were intended to be like bad, but fans grew attached to them. I mean, like they kind of just they decided to not make Gary Oak the bad guy anymore after Ash beat him. He was basically Vegeta, except he didn't really join the main cast. One of my favorite things about, like, specifically the Gen 3 and Gen 4 animes was it was like, well, Brock, Misty.
Nope.
It's been fun, but we need to go our separate ways now. You've got to get back home to your friends. And Misty, you've got to get back to the Cerulean Gym. I'll see you guys later. All right, off to Hoenn. Brock, what are you doing here? Well, May, Brock, it's been great, but we gotta go our separate ways. May, you gotta be more of a top coordinator, and Brock, you gotta get back to your family. All right, I'll see you later. Let's go to Sinnoh. Brock? The man wouldn't leave. The Arctic Okami, think of the 62 months of tier 1 saying, me odds ever be in your favor for Perp Quag. Gotta get that purple flurp. Maybe Fred will win the fight, then the cat will stay out for the night. When you're with the Flintstones, have a yabba dabba do and dabba do time. Gay old time. And then Brock got married. Did anything go anywhere between Brock and Olivia? They seem so good for each other. Let's see. Sure, why not? 8-bit big band. Well, Pikachu, it's been 25 years, but I think I can finally turn 11 now. Didn't Olivia marry the professor? No, that was a different character. Kukui's wife appeared in a previous Pokemon game, right? Burnett, that's right. Dream Radar. Ash is 11, if I recall correctly, at the start of Alola. I mean, like... Listen.
Nope.
How many steps did Burnett have to take to have that baby before Ash's next birthday? We could blame Burnett for Landorus's rise in VGC. The funny thing about, like, looking through the, the evolution of Ash, like, in each sort of, like, series, in terms of his, like, experience and maturity, he peaked out in the Gen 6 anime. Burnett pulled a reverse Bonnie Swanson. Bonnie was pregnant for, like, 7 years. Burnett was pregnant for like 3 days. It's weird because the main character of Pokemon Snap does age. I'd love to see that. Todd Snap come back and like, he's just looking down at Ash like, Really funny watching Masae play the new Pokemon Snap and her simping over Todd. Todd the Bod Snap. I did see Masae's response to Todd Snap. So funny. Yeah. I wanted to listen to Field of Hopes and Dreams by Carlos, but like that one keeps getting claimed whenever I play it. I'm not Stu. This is the one I want to listen to. Hopefully it's the one from his Cinovation album. Yes.
Nope.
What's this version of the DuckTales Moon theme? It's from the 8-Bit Big Band. Oh, I forgot to turn that off after the chain attack. My apologies. Ash's sort of like perceived age kind of matched that of the protagonists from each of the games, because they always, like, every generation the new protagonists always look a little bit older up until Gen 6, and then they look younger for the Gen 7 games. That was my understanding of it. Was like Ash's maturity peaked when the protagonist looked the most mature, and then he regressed when going to Alola. And then there's Wes. I really liked the Poké Dance music video that they put out. All like the different animation styles, the credits to the animators, which is something that not a lot of people would do. I like that USG-Men was part of it too, because I really like their art. They do a lot of Quagsire stuff, so
Nope.
I like it. Hey, boogie oogie bang bang, let's go body body boom boom. Hey, boogie oogie bang bang, let's go body body boom boom. I sing that song to Manatee sometimes because he's my buddy. Every time I see Tom look off, I get worried. See a Snorlax music video sung by, Feruz Ai, aka, Japanese Jolene Kujo. Incredible. I would not have the will to do this. Oh, Eterna City. I wanted Eterna Forest. There we go. I would not have the will to do this. If I wasn't able to engage in active conversation with the people watching this, then I wouldn't be able to do this either. One of my favorite ones they did was the, it was around the time I think BDSP was coming out, and they did the 3D animated short about the Bidoof. Rup Dad, thank you for the 75 months of tier 1. What are the odds of the shiny Quag? 1 in 8,192. Bidoof's Big Stand. Yeah, it's so good. I like that one a lot. I love his little sneeze, too. It's so cute.
Nope.
Twice today I've witnessed someone learning that Electrotypes can't be paralyzed. Oh, boy. Gotta wonder if this is worse than trying to find Munchlax in Diamond Pearl Platinum. Standard Munchlax, I'd say no. Shiny Munchlax, yes. Amazing how Venusaur has been one of the most consistently competitively viable Pokemon over the past 25 years. Man, Pokemon turns 30 in 2 years, doesn't it? I'm saying that finding the shiny Munchlax in Diamond and Pearl is worse than this, but finding the regular Munchlax in Diamond and Pearl is not. Like, Mega Venusaur is a beast. It gains a massive amount of bulk, plus an ability that makes it lose 2 of its weaknesses. Very reliable. One thing I found really funny when they released Oros.
Nope.
Mega Beedrill, I think, is hilarious. And do you want to know why? You can't catch Weedle in the main game of Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I had to trade a Weedle over for my playthrough of it. Same with Mega Pidgeot, right? When do you get Beedrillite? Pretty... Trying to think, actually. I'm pretty sure I had it before the Elite Four. 100 bits from Fairy Fruit saying, Charizard gets all the gimmicks in the world and still flounders in competitive. Meanwhile, Venusaur, fuck it, we Solar Beam. They're available via DexNav after Sootopolis. Interesting. Either way, I wanted to use a Beedrill for the beginning because I wanted to use Mega Beedrill. I had 3 starters in my X and Y run. Can I just... I had 3 starters in my X and Y run. I'm sure a lot of people did, because here's what I got. The Kalos starter, the Kanto starter, and the Blaziken, and the Mega Evolving Blaziken that came with the that was a mystery gift. The event, no, was it an event Torchic or did it just come with a Blaziken? Either way, the speed boost Blaziken that can Mega Evolve. Who else did I use in that run? Hawlucha, Aurorus, and Gengar. Trying to remember all the Pokemon I used in like previous Let's Plays. Because the first Pokemon Let's Play I did was White 2. And I only played it up to... beating Iris, meaning I didn't do any of the post-game stuff. I'm trying to think of, like, the Pokemon I had, though. I had... Because that was a Mystery Egg run as well. I had a... Why can't I had a Sunflora. I had an Eevee. I had... a Metagross? Maybe it wasn't even a Metagross at that point. I had a Zvilas. I can't remember what my last Pokemon was in that one.
Nope.
I remembered the Eevee because it evolved into Jolteon and I kept using because Mischarge used Discharge. Oh yeah, the randomizer Emerald race. God, I had such a bad time in that randomizer race with Morgan because he started off with such a good Pokemon. I thought I would have had a chance with Sceptile, but man, thoughts on Dunsparce? Great, no notes. Dunsparce was perfect, and they made him more perfect. Then there was my Gen 6. Oros? Oh, man. I had a Camerupt, a Beedrill. I think I started with Mudkip. I want to see what my final party was in Oros. Did I play Alpha Sapphire or Omega Ruby? I played Alpha Sapphire. Let's see. My curiosity is piqued. Wow, here's my final party. All right, I see like 5 out of the 6 because at one point they force you to use Rayquaza. Let me see. Okay. My Oros party was Swampert, Beedrill, Breloom, Altaria, Grumpig, and Camerupt. Pretty balanced party. Grumpig was probably the weakest one out of all of them. Check out my moon party. Disc. Oh no, I think that might have been... That was post-game, because I see Ultra Beast in my party. We go to an earlier episode. Here we go. I'll go from the episode The Nuzlocke Ends. I thought that died. Maybe I pulled it out?
Nope.
Or maybe I got a second one. My party in this one looked like Primarina, Serena, Alolan Marowak, Toucannon, Alolan Golem, and Kommo-o. Why do I remember my Alolan Golem? It died to Masquerain, right? It got bug buzzed. Morardane. That poor Mudsdale. I always hope that the Quagsire is in the top slot in this fight, because then I can just mash through the A button. But it switches. Feels your spirit Pokemon, Tom. I need Quagsire. I very much relate to Unaware. Opinion Malamar's old evolution method, flipping the 3DS upside down. It makes sense. I kind of wish they would like allude to it a little bit. Like weird evolution tactics, I think they need to allude to a little bit better. Like in the Pokedex entry, it says like when a new perspective, like I don't know, a new perspective is gained or something along those lines.
Nope.
How do you evolve it while docked? Probably by flipping the Pro Controller upside down, or the Joy-Cons. Or do you have to use it in handheld mode? That doesn't work? That really should work. Like, that's... I mean, like, there's a lot wrong with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but that's shocking to me that they didn't think, like, oh, all the controllers have gyroscopes in them. Why don't we make the evolution method that? You have to have your Switch upset, but it also has to have the Joy-Cons in it because the Switch itself doesn't have any motion sensors. See, here's the thing. I would have liked that a lot more in like old Pokemon before the internet, like those weird evolution methods, because that's great like playground and water cooler talk, you know? Whoa, how did you get that kind of thing? The internet's kind of ruined like that sort of like playground conversation aesthetic, you know? There are games that I like to refer to as water cooler games because everyone has such a vastly different experience with them that like you could talk to somebody and they could tell you something and then to be like, oh man, I want to go do that the next time I play this. Rodriguez says, travel onto the large rock and dusty ball after Yamask takes at least 49 damage and HP and damage without fainting.
Nope.
Well said, Del. I had a dream once. I posted about this on Twitter and I've probably mentioned it on stream before. My brain broke. Oh, I had a dream before the Scarlet and Violet DLC came out that the DLC was going to introduce Missing No as an actual Pokemon. And it would have been like the first Pokemon that would have been brought to the present via the time machine. But it would have been incredibly like, but it would have been like broken, which is why it was glitchy. And like, it would essentially, like you could have it in your party, but it would essentially be unusable. Like all of, like its stats, moves, and abilities would change every turn. You wouldn't know what they were until like they triggered or you used them. But the idea was that you'd have to go around collecting like shards of them, of Missing No. And then when you collected all of them, then Missing No would turn into the disc Pokemon from the Scarlet/Violet book. I don't want to read some of the dreams I posted on Twitter because there's some hoots in there. It was kind of like the Zygarde hunt in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Except Zygarde 10% was still usable. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Animal Crossing dream. They added a homeless feature to Animal Crossing New Horizons. Tom Nook would give you tokens that you can use to gamble, so you can get items to live outside without needing a house. One of the prizes included adding stars to the night sky. They also added marriage, and you could dig up a husband or wife, but you only got 3 tries, and you were forced to marry on the 3rd one. Mal, like Mal makes, dug up and married the Pokemon Flamigo that was lying sideways for the entirety of the dream. Dig up, yes. Let's see. Had a dream that I got a voice acting gig for a budget porno where I only did the Quagsire scream. Had a dream where Nintendo did a movie direct to announce a Sonic movie, a remake of a Final Fantasy IV movie, 2 movies I didn't recognize, a Dragon Ball movie, and an F-Zero movie that turned into another Sonic movie.
Nope.
Had a dream where I met someone who was interested in me romantically and I immediately fucked it up. I don't remember the details of that one, but I remember having that dream. I had a dream, oh, here we go. I had a dream that I met this gorgeous single mother with a young son, and we all seemed to be getting along until I got home and was at a Reddit post where she wrote how creepy I was. Had a dream where I was walking arm in arm with a woman in a city sidewalk at night, but every time I looked away and looked back at her, she had a beard that kept getting longer. I very clearly heard a female voice say, "I can't," as I woke up. I'm 90 sure this is my brain interpreting part of my dream as sound, but the last 10% thinks I'm haunted and is slightly concerned over what the ghost couldn't do. Had a dream where Shigeru Miyamoto was asking me about acoustic foam and my stance on AI-generated images. To be fair, Tom, you are pretty creepy. Oh, God. Had a dream where I was in a fantasy setting where I discovered a conspiracy surrounding missing town folk and was being lowered into acid in response. When I was fully submerged, I woke up in the middle of vomiting bile. Yeah, dreams are weird. I was living in an apartment in New York City under constant threat of a nuclear bomb drop when a massive spaceship the size of Manhattan crashed into the Hudson. Once landed, it started expelling brown smoke and sprouted into a fortress that dwarfed Everest.
Nope.
Me and a friend for high school were selected to be part of a tag team wrestling show, but we were highly unqualified. So I went over to the other team to prematurely congratulate them on their win, and one of them started calling me slurs. Going for 1750, yeah. Oh, this one was very recent. Me and a bunch of other people were stranded at a summer camp with a serial killer from the future, and all of this was being put on as a game show. The way to win was to find a way to survive to the point when she would go to the summer camp as a child and kill her. That's it? No, I definitely had more dreams than that. The Pokemon DLC one. These are like multiple posts. Here we go. I live near a boardwalk that had a mile-long playscape that everyone loved. The CEO of GameStop came into my house to try to negotiate me going back to my job at GameStop, which was just as a cashier. I declined because of my content creation job. The CEO leaves my house and then proceeds to blow up the playscape and declare that GameStop was closing down permanently, while publicly blaming me for both. I decided to take a walk with Manatee and somehow meet the love of my life posing for a photo in front of my street. I don't remember exactly all the details of that one. Afterwards, I head to McDonald's, that's inside the GameStop for some reason that my cousin is working at. She's freaking out about losing her job, but her coworkers assure her that McDonald's will still be in business because only the GameStop portion of the building is being demolished. It gets weirder when I head back to my house and a double-decker school bus drives by and all the kids on the upper deck of the bus are looking directly into my window on the second floor, including a child who was 6'4" with a full beard and a broad build, and then I woke up. Let's see. Had a dream that the dark side of the Force in Star Wars is like a zombie infection. If you didn't fully embrace it, it would corrupt you to the point of becoming a mindless beast, and it was really easy to go down that path.
Nope.
Had a very existentially confusing dream last night. Someone put a helmet on me and said it was going to change my brain. The helmet emitted an increasingly intense feeling in my head, and then I woke up. So, guys, am I living in the simulation or what? Oh, here we go. I had a dream that I was in a D&D campaign where I played a character named Ribeye, a 5-foot-tall skeleton chef that wore leather gloves, boots, a red ascot, and a chef's hat. Dreams do come true. When was that? That was March of that was March 2 years ago. Let me see if I can remember this one verbatim. There was a... I had a dream. I don't have it written down, but I've told this one before. I had a dream that I went to a theater to watch a... Hey, buddy, that's not yours. After you, big guy. I had a dream that I went to a theater to watch a Smash Bros. Direct presentation. And it started... Oh, God, you know what? Hold on. I'm just gonna play the bit from the I'm just gonna play the clip. Because I can't remember it all. It was during Custom Smash when I told this. I think it was during Custom Smash when I told this. How am I still alive and you died? There we go.
Yeah, I've only got one life left, so honestly that might be the best.
Oh, yeah, true. Oh, wait, this is the wrong one, I think. Hang on.
You also won a lot of these, though.
Because it was during... I'm trying to remember which one it was during.
Good stuff like that keeps happening.
Adequate cause.
Here we go. No, was it that one?
In addition, you have gained this new attack ability. It will help you access previously unreachable places.
Congratulations, Samus. You have now successfully accelerated global warming.
Oh, here we go.
So, I want to go over something here. I had a dream about Smash DLC last night, and it was really bizarre. First off, the announcement was in a theater, which I don't think has been done for any Smash DLC before, as far as I know.
Unless you're counting like
Oh yeah, the Game Awards. That's true.
yeah.
But then it starts off with a tribute to Waluigi.
That's right.
Just a tribute, though.
And it was like, I guess he must have already been in the game because it was talking about like every Simpsons episode that Waluigi was in. And like one was like really weird about Marge discovering like conspiracy theories on Mr. Burns' computer, and like all of them are true. Like one was about how like the women's suffrage movement wasn't actually about getting women's right to vote. I remember this now. This is bizarre. I had to write down notes for this because I couldn't remember all of it. Let me see. Oh, after congratulating the fans for making iCarly the 9th most wanted franchise to appear in Smash Brothers, they went on with an announcement. It was a trailer of like a rainy city street with this giant portal appearing, and out of it walks a Sonic OC, like this short Sonic OC voiced by a child. He's like a lighter blue than Sonic, and he's wearing a leather vest and has like a skeletal tattoo on his chest, and like. Oh, and when the portal opens up, I remember I specifically someone in the crowd saying Yu-Gi-Oh? Because apparently that's been announced for Smash at some point. And then like, so after the Sonic OC walks out, like the crowd goes wild, and the Sonic OC isn't a skin for Sonic, it's a skin for Monokuma, who's been renamed to Teddy. And there were like 16 skins for Monokuma in Smash. And then after that, that's when I woke up.
That's a lot.
That was the dream I had. That was the dream I had about Smash Bros. DLC. I had a dream last night where I had a Quagsire plush.
Nope.
That looked like my 25-inch tall substitute plush that was due to make a big speech. So I had to carry it across the field. When I finally got there, I held it up to the mic and it went, "Quag!" And everyone applauded. Had a dream that the Elder Scrolls 6 came out, but in the Steam directory it was just labeled as Skyrim, and it was a first-person multiplayer Banjo-Kazooie game that everyone was calling High Rock. Good lord. Had a dream where I was in a hotel room with a bunch of friends at a convention. Somewhere in the middle of the dream, I woke up and fell back asleep. In that time, the group of friends and the overall mood was the same, but the setting had changed to a pirate ship in Sea of Thieves. Hey, bud, you chewing? Oh, he chewing. Anything else I didn't, like, really talk about here? Had a dream that someone close to me was letting burglars into my house. I think I've run out of dreams on here. Pig step. The piggy. Glad I wrote these down. I can just search my name in dreams on Twitter and it'll pop up. I can't seem to find any more dreams.
Nope.
Probably had a few more. Oh my god, wait, this dream. I remember this one. That's right. I told this one in the Disc Only podcast. I had a dream where my mom was hanging out with Martha Stewart, who could turn into a dragon. My mom got angry at me and refused to come home. Okay, so the whole thing was that there were two dragons. There was Ad Dragon and Bad Dragon. No, Ad Dragon and Mad Dragon. I can't remember exactly what the name was. Ad Dragon was Martha Stewart in dragon form, and Mad Dragon was this very like the bad dragon who was like doing bad stuff and blaming Martha Stewart for it. My mom was friends with Martha Stewart. So I end up going on like a news show to try to like clear her name, and they pull a Scooby-Doo 2 on me where like Fred says they think Coolville sucks, where they manipulate what I say to have it fit like their agenda against Martha Stewart. So my mom gets angry about me. And leaves. And God, and that's like pretty much like all I really remember about it. I was on a bus, yeah. My mom came like flying up to me on Martha Stewart's back while I was on a bus. And like she was scolding me while I was trying to convince her that's not what I said. But she wouldn't listen and flew off anyway. This isn't a dream, but it is like sleep related. My mom came downstairs one time. It was like I was hanging out with a bunch of friends before a convention. And she'd come downstairs and like she was kind of like bleary-eyed, like she'd just woken up, and we were like, "Oh, sorry, are we being too loud?" And she goes, "I have to connect to the internet." And we're like, "What?" And she goes, I have to connect to the internet so I can go to the bathroom." Can't play this because so like we all just kind of like look at each other, and I like escort her to the bathroom. And just, like, let her in there. She comes out laughing, like, knowing how ridiculous the situation is. It's, like, in front of all my friends, too. She says she doesn't remember it, but... That's a nightmare scenario. I have to connect to the internet so I can go to the bathroom. Alright, last one for the night. Then we switch over to, Amogus, which I think I might actually be a little bit late for, yes. And...
Nope.
Alright. Yes. Alright, if you're watching this live, then, I'm going to be switching over to Among Us. If you're watching this as a VOD later on YouTube, this is the end. Bye!